Hey Greg, hope you're well. I just wanted to send over some of the key points that we spoke about last session, just a few days ago. Making some real progress now. Real progress. This is coming together nicely. But this is the key points from the session. You'll see in the setup, you've still got a lot of pressure pushing down in the trail side. So your 95% pressure in your trail side, we would like this to be maybe 60% in your lead side, and that will give you some floor to kind of push off and make a dynamic pressure shift where you can't do that at the moment. So really try and push down a little bit more in that trail in that lead side. Feel like you're gripping the floor and you've got something to push off. Second point, we're going to try and remove this kind of re-gripping of the hands and leaning the shaft forward as kind of a trigger to pull to move the club. In this instance, you didn't lean the club too much, but you've noticed yourself on the course that can be quite a lot, and it just kind of affects your sequencing and your consistency of your sequence. So we're going to try and move the club away a little bit more neutrally without re-gripping it. Into the backswing, we're going to try and pivot or rotate the pelvis a little bit more. You'll see here, just gets a little bit jammed up. It just doesn't rotate as freely as what it could do. And we used 3D analysis in October, and we used 3D analysis this weekend, and the same kind of results. Not enough rotation of the pelvis. In actual fact, only 27 degrees, so it kind of jams up. Now that affects the freedom of your upper body. When you pivot your pelvis 27 degrees, you only rotate your rib cage, your thorax, 60 degrees. When you turn your pelvis around 45 degrees, you're up to around 80 degrees of upper body rotation. And that really helps you to sequence nicely and move nicely. So that's the kind of the next point that we're going to try and nail down. Moving down and into the impact, you've got some really good stuff going on. But we're going to try and remove a little bit of your tilt away from the target through the hitting area here. So we're going to try to remove some of this tilt away from the target. We're going to try to get your rib cage not level, but we're going to try and close down this distance between your rib cage and the vertical, so that you're not leaning back quite as much. This can be up to 25 degrees when we measure in 3D. That's putting a lot of pressure in your lower back, and sometimes you say you can feel that after the round or halfway round. So we've got to protect your body a little bit, but also it's really going to help your consistency and your striking of the golf ball. So you're going to finish with your thorax much more forward on top of the left side over here somewhere, and that's really going to help. We always talk about your elbows working together through the shot and into finish. Things work better together. But again, you can see how much back you are here, and you've got 85% pressure in your trail side here. Greg, hope this has helped. quite a lot of information. That's why I thought it was important to detail it and send it over to you to watch back in your own time. Obviously, you're not going to do this all at once, but you practice enough, you hit plenty of balls, you play a lot, so you know you've got plenty to get stuck into. Speak soon, Greg. Cheers.